Alright, what's going on? It's Bobby Skinner with another film breakdown. And we're doing it. We're doing the left tackle out of Oregon, Penei Sewell. Obviously opted out of 2020. A lot of people's number one offensive tackle in the class. Some people have Rashawn Slater. I'm in the Penei Sewell boat. I do think Penei can do things that Slater can't. He's got some stuff to clean up. We're going to go through it in the pass game and then obviously a little bit in the run game. Although the run game, I'm really confident in him. The pass game, I do think some stuff will show up as a rookie, but he's had a year off. He hasn't played 2020, so it's hard to know what he worked on in this past year. But I do think he is offensive tackle number one. Slater opted out as well too. So we'll get into it first. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you don't like it at the end, then unsubscribe. But go ahead and subscribe now. Bam, bam, bam. All right, let's go. We're gonna go through the pass game of Penei Sewell first, and then we will go through the run game. Now we're going to go through some straight dropbacks, which they didn't have a ton at Oregon, where it's just him one-on-one versus defensive end. A lot of the ways teams would play Oregon is they would have this defensive end or stand-up rusher pop out in the coverage. This player would loop around, and it would be kind of an easy, not an easy block, but an easier block for Penei. So he didn't have that constant, pass, like that Imano kind of stuff. So I do think that's where some issues will show up, and we'll get into it later in this. But first play, that kick slide, watch that left foot. Bam, bam, bam. Quick. Not oversetting to leave himself opened up inside. But nice, quick. Notice how his shoulders stay square. This is all the stuff you look for. Now, he does have short arms. Let's watch the hands. Inside. Now, again, he does have short arms. He has longer arms than this guy. But inside, that's where you want. Now, you just mirror with him. Just dump. That's the way a pass rep is drawn up. That's the way you want it. That's a beautiful pass rep. Again, here at left tackle. I'm telling you, he put quit in some of these guys. So he's got a wide rusher, wide 9. Opening his hips slightly. His feet get a little close together. You don't want your feet that close together. That's something he's going to have to work on. You can set yourself up for, to get embarrassed with counter moves by the defensive end. But gets the hands on. Again, he's not leaning in his punch. Nice, calm, bending the knees. Bam, punches him off. That initial punch can win a rep. Where his move doesn't work, well, what am I do? I don't have a plan now. Again, sometimes it looks like these defensive ends aren't even trying because he just takes the will out of them. You see his feet aren't getting as close together. That's kind of where you'd want it right there. Not leaning. Hands on him. Ready for the spin. Good rep. Here verse 19. Bam. I'm telling you, you get that first punch and you can win a rep. Bending at the knees. Quick set. Quick feet. Bam, bam, bam. Hands on him where you want him. Punches him off. And the rep's basically over at that point. Now, I'm going to go through some of where I can see him struggling. And I actually do think he's a lot more similar to Andrew Thomas than people realize. Andrew Thomas had that SEC competition. Is stuff like this. Now, does that rep look bad when you're watching on TV? No. But it shows where he can get himself exposed. It is on that inside move. Sets out. And the foot isn't bad, where it's not dropping back. You'll see it on another rep where it does. But he can get called for holding right here. And NFL pass rusher is going to take that right hand, and they're going to be a lot stronger and faster, and they're going to rip through that, and they're going to open up that inside shoulder, and then they're going to be in the QB's lap. Now, again, he has the athletic ability to recover, and eventually he will get better at this stuff. But it's just kind of being more ready. That when this move comes, have this right foot ready to power down now. Have it powering down now. Instead, it's a little late. Here he's going to get a spin move. Again, it's not a horrible rep. It just kind of shows something that he may have an issue with rookie year. I don't know what he's working. Maybe he's fixed this in 2020. And again, it's not horrible. I'm being nitpicky, but you have to be nitpicky when you're getting somebody ready for the NFL. Oh, this is the wrong rep. Whoops. Sorry, I was looking at the same rep. My bad. Here we go. I was like, man, that's the same rep. All right, back on track. Sets. You see the spin. Setting towards him, and he's just late. Watch. The right hand goes to punch, and then watch the right foot. Drops back. Now he's turned, and now this defender's able to get in, go towards the QB's lap. Just got to be ready for that. You have to be ready for that. That when you see this move, have your right foot ready to just take this quick little step down. It doesn't have to be some long step. Just putting that little step, it stops the threat of that inside move. Now you got to be athletic enough to push them around the corner, and that's something that like I mentioned, Andrew Thomas got a lot better in the second half of the year. But he's athletic enough to do that. Some guys, some first rounders aren't athletic enough to do that. Sewell is enough to do that, to cheat at that until he gets it just down perfect to where he's telegraphing that type of stuff. Here, so I don't think they credit him for a sack on this. And I'm going to go through this move, which it's not necessarily a bad move. 9 times out of 10 it works. But the time when your QB is floating, that when they're going to put their hands on you and get the bull rush, swipe those hands down and dump them. Take that forward lean of that defensive end, swipe those hands down like he does, and dump them. The issue is, with that, your feet stop moving. You're not sealing him off. You're not washing him around. And he stumbles into a sack on this play. So that's the risk you take with that. But 9 times out of 10, this works. Now we'll go through it. And I like this because this is good coaching. This is good technique. This is good for someone that's as young as Penei Sewell and has had as little experience as Penei Sewell. NFL players have a hard time doing this. It takes them, getting beat at it over and over until they do it. But again, it's just a good reaction to have. You see on this rep? He's going to put that arm out? Let me just swipe it down. Quick instincts. Swipe it down. Bam. Win the rep. I would like him to see him just lay on him at that point. I mean, he's plenty nasty. You'll see in the run game. But you see he attempts it on this one. And this is something Wills did a lot because he doesn't have short arms, but he doesn't have the longest arms. You'd have like a Montez Sweat going up against him with those long arms. So you see Jedrick Wills do that. So this one he attempts it. Doesn't work, but he's strong enough to where it doesn't affect the pass rep. Again, it doesn't even have to be like this long dramatic thing. Like he's won this rep. And just whenever they go to do that move, it's like, okay, I'm going to see. He takes his right hand, swipe, breaks it off of him. And because that guy has that forward lean, is using his hands, is leaning on the player, his momentum takes him to the ground. And again, it doesn't have to be some elongated motion. Watch. See that right hand pop up? Bam. Breaks that arm off of him. That's beautiful stuff, man. That is great technique. That is... There's so many different things and different little techniques to win reps, man. And the fact that he's doing this at such a young age is beautiful. And it's not, you could tell he's not overthinking it. You can barely see that he does it. Bam, breaks that arm off him. I mean, that's beautiful stuff right there. So in the pass game, some issues that he's going to have to, deal with. But again, he's had a year to work on it. Not having those in-game reps isn't going to, it does suck. But he's real deal in this stuff, man. And he's got the athleticism to help him along the way get through some of those struggles. Now let's go through the run game. Obviously at left tackle still. And he just moves dudes. And this is where, there's some people who, have Rashawn Slater ahead of him. And I think Rashawn Slater has, a little more clean technique. But this is where Penei Sewell has the clear advantage to me. Is that Sewell's going to bully ball dudes. He's going to get you off that line of scrimmage. And it may not always be the prettiest, but he's going to do it. Again, this running back is supposed to go on his outside shoulder, on the outside of him. So he good hands, hat on the right side of on the left side of that guy's helmet. Keep the feet moving. Bam, getting the guy off the ball. On this one, he's going to have a down block. Just finishes a dude. Where are we starting? Wide base. Decent knee bend. Hands inside. Helmet on the correct side. Now drive those feet. Moving a grown man. Moving a dude. This next one, this one's beautiful. And this is a combo, but he essentially does the whole damn thing by himself here with Shane Lemieux. Just watches the strength shows up to just bounce this guy off with the shoulder. Plays through the shoulder, and he's working to this linebacker. Just bounces this dude off, sets up Shane Lemieux for the combo, and then finishes the linebacker. Then puts the linebacker in the grass. That is such an amazing feeling, dude. That's when people say offensive line is boring to watch. This is the type of stuff that makes it fun. This is the way Penei Sewell's, Mekhi Becton's are fun to watch, is reps like this. Finishes a dude. I mean, pancakes. It's hard to see with the fullback and the running back there, but nice wide base, good knee bend, not leaning too much, hands inside. Keep those feet moving. Get some help from 75. Bury him. Bury his ass. Now here's where the leaning will get him in trouble. This is where, the technique of Rashawn Slater helps him. But I will always take the guy who's going to bury dudes and move guys off the ball who may have a rep like this here or there. Because when you're leaning, you're just you're moving a guy, you're all in, you're leaning on him. And he gets swam because he's trying to get so low. He's got his head down and he's leaning and he falls. So that's the issue he would have to clean up in the run game. But again, I'd rather see a guy bury dudes, bully ball dudes, and then have 1 or 2 reps like that a game. Again, another combo to the linebacker. Just beautiful. Just what you're trying to do is get his helmet to this side of Shane Lemieux. Does that. Stays on it. Peels off to the linebacker. There you got yourself a hole. And then watch this. Now look at all the green grass. Now put your hands up. But unfortunately your running back gets caught. So you got to finish the drive off. But still, just a ball and ass play right there. Another combo to linebacker. Open up freaking holes, man. Opening up holes. Again, you want to get this player on this side of Shane Lemieux. Bam, helps with that. Peels off the linebacker. Drives his feet. Beautiful stuff. Opening up holes. Opening up holes, man. Adding yards. Down block. here on this rep. Now they're doing the same combo, but this time they're working to this linebacker. So if that linebacker is going to stay over here, we're going to finish this freaking block. And he finishes it. He finishes it. Lays on him. Get that fat on him. So Penei Sewell, man, this dude's real deal. There's Rashawn Slater's a really good offensive lineman. I'm a Giants fan. I'm hoping the Giants get him, but I don't think he's like that fun to watch. Penei Sewell's a fun watch at offensive line, and obviously, he's going to be a top 10 pick. Maybe slide to 11. Hopefully, slide to my Giants. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. So Penei Sewell out of Oregon, guy's a beast. Like, subscribe, check out the playlist. I think we have like 30 videos up there. I mean, we have all the tackles. We have Slater, Darashaw, Jenkins, who I love, Alex Leatherwood. We got a bunch of wide receivers, linebackers. So check it out. It's a good list. Ben Cleveland on the offensive line. Appreciate you guys. See ya.